You are wasting so much time working rather than actually working. You probably can relate to not being able to do the hard work, always feeling this anxiety of work, procrastinating all this time, and having this image where you spend all your time on various shit, procrastination, when the work takes not that much of time. So this is what I want you today learn from my video. There are 3 steps that I will show you how you can stop this bullshit of wasting your time and actually start doing the work that doesn't take up that much time. And there's a really good example that I want to share with you, because 5 months ago I started content creation, I started making videos, and I thought that I was productive. You know, I thought that spending 10 hours on making one YouTube video was really great, and I learned it the hard way. So this is what I want you to take from me, because I was creating content, I was spending a lot of time on it, and at the same time I was procrastinating, doing all this shit and making 1 or a few videos a week. And I thought that this was productive. But in reality, when I started looking at my screen time, I noticed that when I actually prepare to make a video, the video itself and the filming itself only takes like, what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes maximum, how much a video can be. And then I started to realize I spend like 4 or 5 hours just walking from room to room, eating something, thinking about the video, planning what I'm going to do, brainstorming about it, getting all anxious, thinking about all these things, when the most important thing for me is to create a video. And it takes, what, 20 minutes to film a video? And this is where I had this mind-blowing moment. I understood that the most important work that we want to do actually takes so little of a time, but we actually tend to procrastinate it so much that it actually looks like this big bubble when it's just a small tiny piece. And we can look at other examples such as studying. So for example, when you have an upcoming test, you feel, oh, you fear this test, you feel anxious because you know that you will have to study a lot. And instead of instantly studying, you are planning how you will study, you are thinking about how much this will take you. You're feeling anxious, then you decide to maybe scroll on Instagram, maybe do another bad habit, and then you go like this from that until the last evening, and then you see that the last evening you force yourself to study, let's say for 2 hours, and you pass the test. So what this means? This means that the actual studying only took you 2 hours. Like, to actually make a video, it takes you 30 minutes of filming. To get a good grade or to pass a test, it only takes you to study for 2 hours. But what we do? We mentally masturbate, we go from room to room, we find something to get scared of, we feel all this anxiety, we find all these procrastination just to not do the work. Because we are afraid of the work and we think that this is something really big. When in reality, you have to be honest and just look at it. It only takes so much. Then why can't I just do it instantly? And you know, from this comes all the problems where you say to yourself that you cannot do the hard work. And I used to say this to myself. Like, I procrastinate the whole day and then I say to myself that I cannot do the hard work, which is making videos. But making videos only takes like, I don't know, 1 hour of scripting, 20 minutes of filming, and then you, I don't know, post a video. That's it. So, you know, most of the times we overestimate how much it will take. And this is how it looks. Again, the work looks like this. It's really small, but the amount of time that you spend procrastinating, scrolling, thinking about work, planning how to do it, instead of actually doing it, is 10 times more than it usually is. So let's get back to the reality. And there are 3 solutions that I can recommend you from personal experience that I did that helped me to change this otherwise. Instead of spending so much time thinking, I spent all this time on doing the actual work. And you know, a good example is today, because today, instead of like any other normal day where I would script my video, where I would think about ideas, I thought I just sit at my desk, I write a few things on my notebook instead of hours scripting on my computer. and then I instantly film the video. Because I see that to film a video, it takes me 20 minutes of talking. Just I sit, I place the camera, I place my phone, I prepare mentally, I don't know, for 1 minute, and then I film for 20 minutes. That's it. Where I would just go for 2 hours watching some motivational video, scripting the video, thinking what will I say, thinking what will I write, what will I post, all of those things, but not to create. When in reality, you have to look at things that bring you the most results. For me, the most amount of results brings a posted video. It's not scripted text, it's not my ideas, it's not my thinking, it's a posted video in the internet. And it can be the same for sports, it can be the same for school. So for example, the most important thing for you to prepare for a test, it's you reading a book. It's not you talking with friends, it's not you looking at your Instagram, it's not you scrolling, it's not you procrastinating, it's not you thinking, but it's actually just studying. And if you look at it normally and with an honest eye, you see that it's not 20 hours of studying, it's not 20 hours of making videos, it's not 20 hours of doing a sport. It's actually just a tiny amount of time that you need to focus, that you need to, okay, accept this fear, accept this anxiety, and just deal with this work. It just is that simple. Maybe what? 20 minutes of filming, 30 minutes of scripting, or 2 hours of reading a book, 1 hour of revision, and you are prepared for a test. But no, we tend to walk, we tend to procrastinate and all those things. So you can learn from it, and the first step of this solution is you have to get motivated knowing that the actual work takes so less time. You should feel happy that if you just sit, if you accept the fears, if you accept the fact that, well, one time or another time, sooner or later, you will have to do the work. So why not just do the work now, when you can do it pretty quickly and easy, you can move to another work. So this is what should motivate you. You understand that it takes little time. It's not 10 hours of work. It's just you sitting, focusing for a short period of time. Just do it fast and that's it. Now, the second step is a bit harder because you have to brutally quit your bad habits. And I repeat this every single video because repetition is key to success, and I promise you that you have to quit your bad habits. And you know, a few months ago, when I was creating, I had this challenge where I created videos every single day for Instagram, for TikTok, but at the same time, I was still scrolling on social media, on Instagram, so probably 1-2 hours every single day. And look, you can try to be gentle with it. You can say to yourself that I will quit it over time. I will look at Instagram 5 minutes less every single day. But you know that this is bullshit. Every single day, you still get back to your phone. You still look at news. You still look at other people. You look at your friends. And you are just lying to yourself. The only way to quit social media, and that what worked for me, is just every single day you brutally say to yourself that I do not scroll on social media. And you have to look at it not as something like where I waste my time on, but at something evil. Like if you scroll on social media, you directly do not get any results in anything that you do. And you have to look at it like that. Maybe it's not true, but only if you look at it as something really, really bad, as something that is directly impacting your results. So for example, if I scroll on social media, then I compare myself with other people, I see other people doing really, really great, and this directly impacts on my feeling, on my self-worth, on my self-image, and therefore I cannot make great YouTube videos because I think that I'm shit. And this is again with you. Probably you see on social media all these people, all the money, you see people working, you see people doing something productively, and then you look at yourself who is scrolling every single day, who is not doing something unique. Then you try it, you judge yourself, you feel bad, and you know, social media directly impacts the way you feel, the way you handle the things, the way you get results, the way you do other creative stuff. So you won't really get to the level of great focus, to the level of great working, great discipline, if you do not brutally quit social media. And you know, in my opinion, the best way to quit it is to, again, probably journal every single day that I don't scroll on social media. Literally. Take a pen and a paper, take a notebook, I don't know, just not your phone, not your computer, and every single day write by hand that I don't scroll on social media. And this is the same with sugar, for example. I don't eat sweets, I don't watch, I don't know, pornography, and all of those things. Write every single day. And the other very good tactic that you can use is peer pressure that you can get, top link in the description, in our community. It's a great community where every single day I remind people and I remind myself that today I have to scroll, today I don't scroll more than 1 hour every single day. And I know that in the evening I will have to post my picture of screen time no matter how much I scrolled. So this is really a big concept, because if you are alone and you are just saying this in your mind that I won't scroll today, well, maybe you lack a little bit, maybe you fall off your routine, and then you decide, well, I will scroll. And then you don't see how 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours pass by. So having peer pressure where you have to every single day get accountable with someone is really, really a great practice, and that helps to probably 10 or 20 people in our community that went from 5 hours scrolling on Instagram to 1 hour, or even completely remove this habit. So I highly recommend you doing that, and this is our step 2. This is step 2 of our process. So step 1 was to get motivated, that work takes you not much of a time. Step 2 was to brutally remove social media, the bad habits. And the third step is actually a quote, a concept that I thought before making this video, and I will read that for you. The amount of work that it takes to achieve something is so big, yet each work can be done quick, but you spend countless of hours doing it. And I can explain this very simply in a few examples. So for example, let's say we want to reach 1000 subscribers on YouTube. So this is pretty hard, and let's say to reach 1000 subscribers it takes you 100 videos. This is hard. But to make one video is pretty easy. It's just a quick 20-minute shot where you talk, where you explain some concept, and you upload. So you see, it's really hard to achieve something, but it's really easy to do the first step. And if you do those steps consistently, it's pretty easy to achieve this result. Now it's something with making money online. It's hard because you have to have some service, you have to have, I don't know, something to provide. But the easy thing that you can do is to read or research consistently every single day a concept that is interesting to you on the internet. So for example, you research artificial intelligence. Or another good example is you want to get great grades at school. So it's really hard. It's a hard thing because, well, you have to study a lot, but the easy thing that you can do is you spend, I don't know, half an hour every single day learning something. So it's a consistent study. And, you know, having a nice physique. Well, it's hard because it takes years of hard work, but the easy thing is just doing some push-ups every single day. So for example, when I take a break before recording or after studying, every single day I do push-ups in my room. And that is the easiest thing that you can take that directly impacts your physique. So again, this concept is really nice, and it actually right now motivates me to work, because I know that, for example, to make a meaningful channel and to impact a lot of people, it's a hard thing. You have to work towards it relentlessly, disciplined, focused. But the easy thing that I can do is I can just continue making videos every single day. But if I procrastinate all this video making with spending 10 hours of, I don't know, scrolling, procrastinating, doing any bullshit, instead of making that 20-minute video, then all this big goal that we want to reach, that consists of small actions, won't be achieved, because we make each small action very, very big. So you can remember again this quote. The amount of work it takes to achieve something is so big, yet each work can be done quick, but you spend countless hours doing it. So I hope that this short video was exactly what you needed to understand that the work that you constantly procrastinate on, scroll on, feel afraid of, actually takes so little time. Whether it's making a video and spending, I don't know, 20 minutes on recording, 30 minutes of scripting, and I don't know, some editing and just uploading, or it's studying for a test where you just sit down, you tell yourself to focus for 2 hours, and you are pretty much ready for a test, instead of walking, procrastinating, scrolling again. And there are 3 simple steps that you can do that. Get motivated that the work itself takes not a lot of time. Brutally quit all social media, bad habits, and the bad habits that I talked was scrolling, eating sugars, all this shit on social media. And third step is that you have to understand that to achieve big goals, you have to do small steps, but don't make these small steps look so big. So if you want, you can join the community, top link in the description, where you can stay accountable. I can help you personally, and I hope to see you in my next video.